Hello guys, welcome to my channel. If you're on this channel, you're welcome. If you're an old subscriber, you're welcome. Please kindly subscribe to my channel if you've not, to get notification whenever I post a new video on beautiful headwears. Okay, now let's begin. So we'll be making use of princess mats with SINAMAY. Princess mat is for molding and SINAMAY is for design. So spray as well, black spray. This is our gum, UHU gum. This is our cream. You can use Vaseline or any cream. This is our thumb tack for pinning down. We'll also be needing needle and thread, or you can make use of fishing line if you don't want to make use of needle and thread. Make sure it's matching color of thread. So I just showed you this green, but you need to use the thread. It needs to be black. So this is our stiffener. This is our wire, the strong one, measuring tape, bias or pitation, our mold. This is the crown. This is the shape we'll be making use of with the brim as well. Our container for putting in our stiffener, our nylon for wrapping any of this, two of this, so our scissors as well. So now let's begin. Now we'll start with the crown. We're wrapping our crown with nylon. Wrap it with nylon and use your cream or Vaseline to apply on it. Make sure you rub generously. So I'll bring out my princess mat and I'll measure out what is needed here. I need to leave 2 inches this side and 2 inches the other side, making it 19 inches. So it's 19 inches that I'll be making use of. So with this, I'll mark out 19 by 19 inches. 19 inches long and 19 inches width. So that's what I'll be making use of. I use my check to mark it down so that when I'm cutting, I can cut straight. So it will be in 2 places. That's why I'm folding it in like this. So I'll use scissors to cut. I won't really start from this area, but I need to start from this area to make sure it comes out in 2 forms. So it is 19 by 19 inches. So I use my scissors to cut it out, just to divide it into 2, because I won't be folding and molding it. So it needs to be in 2 places. So I'll pour in my stiffener into the container and add a little water to it. Make sure the water is just little. You turn it. If the water is too much, you still apply stiffener so that it will merge with it very well. So you turn it properly and put in your princess mat inside and squeeze it out. That's the first one. You keep it and you put in the other one inside and you squeeze it out and keep it. So is this tool that I'll be using to mold. So I'll keep it aside and use it to cover up this mold this way. Just look at the way I'm covering it up. So I'll get my thumbtack and start pinning down. I'll pin up, down, left and right. So this is how I started it up. This is up, this is down, now this is left, and the other side is right. So when you're done pinning down those important areas, you start pinning down other ones. So I'm done pinning down. I'll show you the way I pinned down the other ones. So this is it. The way this mold is, there's nothing you do that will make it to wrap straight or to be straight. It needs to be like this. This is the way it will appear. It can't come out straight because the mold is not flat. So you try as much as possible to make your work smooth as we are doing that. Don't allow the pleating to be too much. So this is the much I can do as I was doing it. So you make yours to look very neat. So this is the way it will appear as you are doing it. Try as much as you can to drag it and make it look smooth as you are pinning it down. So these areas I will still pin them down for them to lap very well as well. This is the way I do mine. I don't know for any other person, but this is the way it is and the way it appears when you're molding with this kind of mold. So I hope you are following what you are doing here. Just follow closely. Make sure you don't fast forward this video until you get to the end, because there are so many things I'm going to explain in this video that you need to learn. So I am done with it and I've kept it under the sun to start drying. So I'll wrap this with this nylon, but I found out that this white nylon was torn, so I used the other black and yellow to wrap first and use this one to wrap it on top because both of them were torn, so that there won't be any leaking point. So I'm using my cream to apply on top and under where my mold, where my princess mats will cover. So I'll keep it aside and I'll get my princess mat. I also measure out what I'll be using. I think it still gave me 19 inches, 2 inches here and 2 inches the other side. It still gave me that same 19 inches. So I'll be cutting out 19 by 19 inches as well in 2 places. Make sure you don't forget, you don't use 1 to mold. It needs to be 2 in 2 places. So I'm using my check to draw down as well, so that when I'm cutting it to be straight. So I'll still cut out with my scissors, but remember it is 2 in 2 places. So I say need to make it 2, so it's in 2 places now, and I've cut down and I'll still cut the other area down as well. So I'll be putting in my stiffener and be applying a little water. I'll apply a little water. Now I will stir it with my hand. Make sure it is okay. And I'll put in the first part and put in the second part as well. So I'll place it this way and I'll place the other one this way, just like the way I did in the crown. So I'll be pinning down, up, down, left and right, as I taught you in the other one. So I've pinned it down already. So this other ones, I'll pin it down properly as well. This one will not have any folding because it is a flat smooth. Can you see how smooth it is? Unlike the other one. So I'll pin down this other areas as well. So just be dragging it this way and be pinning it down. Make sure pin down properly. So any place that is not properly pinned, you try as much as possible to use your pin to pin it down so that it will stay properly. So this is it. There is nothing so difficult about it. So trying to just cover it up. So I need to leave this under the sun to dry for 2 to 3 days if it is rainy season, and a whole day if it is sunny or dry season. Now it is dried already. Now start removing the pins from them. So when I'm done removing the pin, I'll carefully bring this out in order for the shape not to disfigure. So you just need to do this carefully. I'm trying as much as possible. I'm even keeping it in my chest and I'm bringing it out. You need some strength to bring this out. So I'll be cutting out the excess princess mat. So I'll follow this line and still cut out the remaining excess which was not properly cut. Now I am done cutting it. So as I've removed the pin of this one as well, I'll bring it out from the mold carefully in order not to disfigure the shape, and I also use my scissors to cut out the excess. I'll follow that line as I pointed out. Now this is it. So the next thing to do is that I'll be using my measuring tape to measure. This is like giving me 7 inches and 4 will now be the half of it. So I just need to be sure. So I'll put my thumbtack at the middle so that I'll know that it is the middle. So I'm just trying to be sure that that's the middle. If it's not the middle, I'll still move it a bit. So I'll use my razor to cut it out this way in a triangular form. So when I'm done, I'll use scissors to start cutting and opening the rest. So when I'm done, I'll cut out some excesses because it will be lapping in the crown. So all those tall triangular form will be lapping in that crown that way. So I'm just trying as much as I can to cut out some triangles out. So I'll still be pulling it up and I'll use my gum to place on it. I'll place my gum on them, and I want to put this thing on the mold and start putting those triangular form inside one by one in order for it to lap inside the crown. So this is it. I'm just trying as much as I can. So I've started sewing with my fishing line and needle. Sorry, my needle mistakenly entered somewhere. So as it is like this, I am sewing down so that the lapping won't remove. So when I'm done, I'll carefully remove the mold. So I've sewn it round, and this is it. I'll try to put in the thread somewhere else, and I'll cut it out. So I'll tie it up properly and severally. So I'll cut out with my scissors. So this is it. I'll use my bias and cover up the inside of it. So this is the hat. So we'll continue with fixing the wire and covering up ring. So check out for my next video for the part 2. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you've not. Thanks for watching.